Hey, what's up? This is Brandon Simmons for BrandonSimmons.biz, and this is my weekly video blog, Bullheaded, a review of the Houston Texans, as well as a preview of the upcoming game matchups. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We are back. Yeah, yes, sir. Texans have their opening day tomorrow, week one. You know what I'm saying? It is about to go down. I'm telling you that. And guess what? I know the whole city is ready. My hometown of Houston, Texans. Houston, excuse me, yeah, my hometown of Houston, Texas. After everybody's just now recovering from the Hurricane Harvey floods and everything, so I want to definitely send my prayers and thoughts to everybody in the city that's just still doing cleanup and still getting back on their feet, as well as to everybody in the coastal areas of Galveston, Port Aransas, Rockport, all those areas that's been affected. Definitely want to send the same out to everybody in Florida. I have a homegirl that's out there as well. So she said she's gonna ride the storm out a little bit. So hopefully she and the whole state just make it through that time. You know what I'm saying? But back to the topic at hand, man. Welcome back. I missed y'all. I filled my summer up with nothing but random TV shows. Now it's back to some football. And speaking of football, Texans, man, yo, kind of a crazy offseason. Crazy in the fact that we might actually have a quarterback. I wrote in my season preview headlines about, the fact that they've traded up to get Deshaun Watson is, a telling thing, for this season. And so with that being said, I'm going to be looking at this first game like, what's going on? What is the rest of this year going to be like? What am I going to expect from this first game? First off, I'm going to expect to win. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars. I mean, come on, man. Listen, Jacksonville has not gotten their shit together the whole preseason, the whole offseason. So that's what that is. But anyway, other than that, I'm also going to be looking at how good is Tom Savage going to be. So, like I said, Texans traded up in the draft to get Deshaun Watson, number 12 overall pick. And so, usually, you get a pick like you do a move like that. You probably looking to start somebody pretty soon. Whether it's in their first year or their second year. However, with Savage, he's been in the system like forever. It seems he was drafted when Bill O'Brien came in 2014 in the fourth round, and so now it's time for him to like kind of come out there and show what he can do. And so definitely I want to be looking forward to that. In fact, most of the preseason, that's all. I haven't really paid attention to too much of the other areas, but just trying to focus on what is Savage going to do? What is he going to bring forth to this going to bring forth this season? Because it's really a make or die season for him. So that's going to start with this first game here. How good is Tom Savage going to be? I feel like he's going to be looking over his shoulder a little bit. They got this high draft pick supposed to be coming in at the position that you're holding down right now. So I want to see how nervous is Savage going to be, and how relaxed he's going to be. You know what I'm saying? So definitely that's going to be one of the main things that I'm looking forward to, as far as just seeing Tom Savage compete and just hold down that starting quarterback position, and just seeing if it's going to change the Texans' plans of whether or not they actually use Deshaun Watson as a future franchise QB. The next thing, how effective is this new defense going to be? Um, over the offseason, they made a change in coaching. Mike Vrabel is the new defensive coordinator. Now, they didn't entirely just push Romeo Crennel off to the pastures or whatever. He actually got a promotion to assist as assistant head coach. So, he's doing good for that. But I mean, I figure like whenever you get a new defensive coordinator, obviously he's going to put in like his own little, tweaks here and there. And so with that being said, like I want to see how effective is it going to play out, with Mike Vrabel taking charge of the defense. What kind of play is going to be called? What's going to be the focus of this defense? It's always been said that Romeo Crennel has the reputation of like just having all of his defensive units just become top turnover producing defensive units. And so you saw that you saw that a couple times with the Texans. They were just one of the top teams always. As far as like getting interceptions, getting recovering fumble or forcing fumbles and all that stuff. So I definitely want to see, just how effective, this, or if there even is a new direction, if they're going to be under the same, system or whatever. So just going to be interesting to see how that goes and how that plays out. Also, as I said before, the city is ready, man. Like, yo, like these storms have like put a huge like just dent in the city, man. Like that's I look at the pictures and there's still like a lot of places that are underwater, a lot of homes that have been ruined. People somehow still, yeah, people are still in shelters or whatever. But donations are still coming in. Houstonians are helping out other Houstonians. So definitely there's a lot of love being spread throughout the city right now. And so that energy, what I'm saying, it's just a real positive, feel good energy through something that's as dark as what this hurricane was. So, I mean, that stadium on tomorrow is going to be nothing short of electric. So definitely that's something I'm going to be looking forward to see, just seeing that whole crowd react when the Texans take the field, because they are definitely going to react. And so with that being said, I want to jump into the game plan portion of this video and just say, look, Texans got to come in and just got to set the tone early. There's a lot of games I'll see the Texans, they'll come in like, they're hungover soccer dad taking their kid to an 8 a.m. game or whatever. It's like you've seen them. Like they got the one cup of Starbucks in their hands, walking sluggish, of just barely moving, coffee in one hand, phone in the other, just to check a text or email or something, man. Just not paying attention, just moving as slow as possible, uninspired. That does not need to be the Texans tomorrow. They need to come in. They need to be ready to work. They need to just make. They need to come in like it's Tuesday or something. Just come in, just high energy, like all around. Because I mean, like I said, the city is gonna come out for this game. They've been through so much as far as like cleaning, um, probably dealing with insurance companies and all this stuff like the last week or two. And so this is probably like the first time they've actually had a chance to get like a real break, a real breather, you know. And so they're gonna come in, they're gonna let everything out, yelling, cheering, all that stuff. Like it's going to be loud in there. So definitely the team has to reflect that energy. Texans have to come out high energy and they have to play aggressive. Sorry, you have to just play aggressive on both sides of the ball. It does not matter. Look, man, they have to if they look, they have to make deep plays down the field. Um, I would definitely expect a little bit more blitzes to happen. I hope some more blitzes will happen, but they just have to be more aggressive on both sides of the ball and just come in with a high energy just for the city. As far as Tom Savage goes, they have to put him in a position to win this game. Um, and that might sound a little bit cliche, but Bill O'Brien just has to play to this guy's strengths. And just watching him in the preseason, it looks like this dude has, a pretty great arm. So I would say just throw in a little bit more passing plays for him. Not, I mean, yeah, good. Let's start the run off early just so we can like kind of get in the rhythm of, just throwing the defenses off or just wearing the defenses down. But definitely, I would want to see Savage. Throw the ball downfield a little bit more, just to get his arm strength going, and just play to the part of just being aggressive early on in the game. Um, the defense, they don't really have to do too much, man. They just have to get after the quarterback. Like Jacksonville, they still have no quarterback. Like, listen, man, Jacksonville is Jacksonville. They pretty much just saying that they're trash. So they get after the quarterback. just get that offense disrupted. They'll be fine the rest of the game. That's all they need to do, really. Nothing too complicated. Hell, I was talking about, the blitzes and stuff. They probably don't even have to do that. And if they do, they probably don't even have to disguise them that well. So, hell, they got Texans have a Thursday game, I believe, like right after this. So, it'll definitely be a great time to practice anything towards the end, probably. So, definitely, defense just needs to get after quarterback. However, they do not need to underestimate some of these skilled players. I guess they got Leonard at running back. Receivers like Marquise Lee, Allen Robinson. Just do not underestimate those guys. Jacksonville, they have a knack for picking like really great skill position players. It's just the areas that are important, such as quarterback for one, head coach, of course, and it's just those types of areas that they do not have a lot of success in choosing. So even though they have great skill players, they just don't have the knack for like picking great people in other areas of importance. So just don't underestimate those guys, but definitely get after the quarterback and just kind of disrupt their flow, and you should be good to go on that. With that being said, that's all the time I have today. Um, I'm Brandon Simmons for BrandonSimmons.biz. This is my video blog, Bullheaded. Holla, go Texans.